This week on Silver Screen, we take a trip to the polls, look into Palmetto's finest competition, and have a preview on the Fox's road to state.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, November 11th, and your Silver Screen report starts now.
On Tuesday, local residents flocked to Dutch Fork High School to vote in the 2016 election. Trey Martin was there.
Whether it be in the form of voting, campaigning, or volunteering, local residents came to Dutch Fork to do their part in the 2016 general election.
Well, my mom used to do it many years ago, and so she used to work as a volunteer at the polls, so I decided to follow in her footsteps, and so I've been volunteering now for the last 15-20 years.
Well, my mom started me, she used to do it when I was small, so when I got of age, I decided to just, try it myself, and I really enjoy it.
I haven't always been politically involved heavily, but I do support some of the board members. I've done this every single year for probably 15 years.
Though students and teachers had the day off, the school was still busy with visitors throughout the day.
First thing this morning at 7 o'clock, well, I got here before 6, and the line was all the way around the building, and then when we opened the polls at 7, the line was down around the building and down the hall. So the busiest time is first thing in the morning when the polls open and before the poll closes.
While voter turnout was higher than in recent years, only 56.5% of eligible voters cast their vote. Those at the polls encourage future voters to do their part.
This, of course, is their civic responsibility. It's our voice. It's your way of having, a say in how things are run or done. You can't complain if you don't vote.
Voting is very important for everyone to come out and to participate and to have an active say in what, should be done, because if you don't vote, you don't have a say. So you can't complain if something don't go your way. So you need to come out and vote for the correct person, the right person that do the job, regardless of a male, female, whoever, Democrat or Republican. Just vote for someone that you feel that would do the job correctly for the interest of all people.
While the presidential race gets the most attention, other decisions more applicable to the local community still need the voters' voice.
It affects each one of you as students and us as community members and the teachers, since I teach in this district. So it affects a lot of what happens in our school, and that's important. It trickles down into why people live here, because we have such a good school district, and you can't have a good school district without a good school board.
This has been Trey Martin with your Silver Screen Report.
This year, Dutch Fork High School is chasing after greatness yet again by applying for the Palmetto's Finest Award. Here's Todd Whittington with more.
The Palmetto's Finest Award is an achievement given to a South Carolina school for excellence in all areas of the school.
Palmetto's Finest is one of the largest awards a school in South Carolina can earn. Palmetto's Finest identifies a school and recognizes only one high school in the state based on outstanding instruction, excellent teachers, strong leaders, strong family and community relationships, as well as strong business partnerships that support the school.
Palmetto's Finest is from SCASA, which is South Carolina Association for School Administrators, and it's an application that you first have to put in to apply for to try to be named a Palmetto Finalist winner, and that is supposed to be the top school in South Carolina.
Even though it has been a long time since Dutch Fork last applied for the award, there are high hopes for this year.
Dutch Fork High School is already recognized on a national scale, so this will just continue to enhance the reputation of the school. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the front of our building there is a large statement that says Palmetto's Finest, but it's dated, I think it was 2001, 2002, so we'll get that recognition updated at the front of our school, but it's just that recognition that helps us tremendously.
Well, it means that you are prideful that you go to considered the top school in South Carolina. We won it back in 2001, so hopefully we'll win it again and be a two-time winner And so we're looking forward to the first visit. If we have a good first visit, they'll narrow it down probably to 2 high schools. It'll be between us and another high school for the final visit, which will probably take place in January or February. So hopefully we'll get through the first visit positively.
Many things are being done around the school, both inside and outside of the classrooms, to prepare for their visit. This has been Todd Whittington with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about the qualities that make Dutch Fork Palmetto's finest.
One thing I like about Dutch Fork would probably be the other students, just because usually students can be mean pushing through the halls. Sometimes these students here, they let you go past.
Favorite thing about Dutch Fork is probably the people surrounding Dutch Fork and all the clubs that they have to offer.
I like AP classes at Dutch Fork because it gives me the opportunity to have college credit.
One thing that I like about Dutch Fork is we have a Air Force JROTC, and it gives you a chance to do community service.
The SAT word of the week is paragon, a noun, meaning a model of excellence or perfection.
If you are interested in space, the stars, and the planets, Astronomy Club is the place for you. Here's Adam Amick with the scoop.
The moon came into full view Monday night as the Astronomy Club took a trip to USC's planetarium to gaze at stars and planets.
They have 3 telescopes. One of them was pointed at Mars, another one was pointed at the moon, another one was at a group of stars. They were giving us information about the stars that we see being binary, as well as the mythological background behind the groups of stars.
Jupiter and Venus should be visible along with binary star systems, planetary nebulae.
We're going to study some of the constellations that we've been learning about in Astronomy Club, and we're going to be learning about exactly how they move in relation to Earth and why that's important.
The Astronomy Club allows its members to learn all about space and its wonders.
I started it because I wanted to hang out with my friends and look at the stars and do stuff about stars with my friends.
It's just a group of guys and girls that are interested in astronomy, that are looking forward to learning more about the solar system, our solar system, and the galaxy, and how it works in relation to other galaxies around the universe.
In addition to school-based meetings, the Astronomy Club participates in activities such as Monday night's field trip to get more involved with space.
They should join to learn about the scientific factor about the stars and the mythology. We're expanding hopefully to Mars.
It's just fun. It's a place it's really chill.
I think it's interesting. There are a lot of new things to learn because as science progresses, we're learning more and more about the world around us and even outside of this world, and how things are interacting in ways that are new and exciting.
I think it's important for kids to join any sort of club. They can build camaraderie, find people with similar interests, and it adds a different component to their experience in high school.
If you want to learn more about what goes on beyond planet Earth, the next meeting will be on Monday the 21st in room 361. This has been Adam Amick with your Silver Screen Report.
Painting and pottery are just 2 of the things that happen at the local ArtSmart Academy. China Wallace was there to get her hands dirty.
Plates designed as dogs, ceramic shaped like owls, fill the shelves in the ArtSmart Academy as instructors guide children how to let their creative side show. No matter what they teach, the instructors have their favorite things about working there.
Probably my favorite thing is when we teach somebody a new technique or an art skill, to see kind of a light come on and watch them get it.
Definitely the kids. They're hilarious. Super funny, all little comedians that are like 4 feet tall.
I enjoy working with the children, and I enjoy the arts.
The ArtSmart Academy has many different classes offered to many different age ranges. The Academy is a walk-in location, so there's no appointment needed.
We have adult classes, kids classes, teen classes, private lessons. We do birthday parties and group events. We do fundraisers for different organizations and nonprofit as well as profit organizations.
If you would like to volunteer or work at the Academy, there are many different ways to get involved.
If somebody wants to work here, I strongly suggest just bringing in an application, especially if you have art experience, but if you have experience with children too, it's more than welcome.
If you want to volunteer, just come in here, talk to any one of the instructors or Miss Catherine, and you'll probably be doing that right away.
This has been China Wallace with your Silver Screen Report.
Today's Fox Fridge takes a bite into the pumpkin spice trend.
send it over to Thomas for this week's sports report.
Thanks, guys. Let's start off with cross country. The girls were able to finish third in the state, and the boys finished dead last at 19th. The Dutch Fork tennis team battled their way through the playoffs and compete at the Casey Tennis Cedars Saturday at 10. The Foxes will be facing Rock Hill, so be sure to come out and support. And now for some football. The Dutch Fork football season this year has certainly been one to remember. The Foxes are 10-0 and heading into the playoffs as a likely #1 seed. The Foxes came out on top last Friday against Lexington by a score of 38-21. The Foxes displayed great poise throughout the game, even trailing for a long period of time. Ron Hoff had a breakout performance last week. He had 134 yards and 3 touchdowns. If I had to take away anything from the game, I would say that I definitely did not expect the game to be that close, and the Dutch Fork secondary gave up a lot of long passes, which was unexpected, certainly. The Foxes begin their playoff run with opponent Ashley Ridge, a team that's 4-7. This is likely going to be a big mismatch, so I'm not going to expect too close of a game, but I'm not going to speak too soon. You can never sleep on any opponent. I expect senior Reese Nichols and Ron Hoff to have breakout performances in this game. They're likely going to have a lot of rushing yards, and I expect Austin Connor to have at least one 70-yard plus gain. He's faster than anyone in the state right now, so I don't expect them to be able to cover him. The Foxes have tons of talent. Austin Connor and Malik Sumter were both selected for the Shrine Bowl, and senior Bobby Irby was also selected for the North-South game, so I expect Dutch Fork to come out and be able to perform in this game for sure. And now we're going to send it back to the studio. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Thomas. And now for some announcements. Today is Veterans Day, celebrated annually on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This is a day on which Americans are encouraged to recognize the valor and sacrifice of our veterans through appropriate public ceremonies and private prayers, and by observing 2 minutes of silence for our nation's veterans.
We started in 1918 as Armistice Day, which is the end of World War I. But after World War II, they just opened it up to, they call it Veterans Day, as a day to honor and recognize the veterans of all various forms of service to the United States.
Have you ordered your yearbook yet? Go to jostensyearbook.com to place your order for the special 25th anniversary edition of The Legacy. Book Club will meet Thursday, December 1st from 3:45 until 5:45 in the Media Center, where they will be discussing Noka Yoon's Everything Everything. See Mr. Gilliam in room 204 for more information. Now to Mia for more.
Thanks, Autumn. Juniors will begin the process of registering for next year's classes soon. On next week's show, we'll take you inside the Journalism 1 class. Have a class you'd like us to profile? Let us know. Come see Miss Medlock Green in room 252. Juniors and seniors with a 4.0 cumulative GPA should have received new inductee packets for National Honor Society. See Miss Thur in room 255 for more information. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Friday. It's Friday, November 11th, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
Oh, there's a bug in my eye. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay still. Sorry.
This year, Dutch Fork High School was chasing after, oh my God, this curriculum, oh my God, I said cumulative.